All right, welcome back to Landslide News. Today we have a special person with us. At least we've balanced it up today. Those that have been calling us, is it masculine or whatever you called us? You got it all wrong. All right, let's welcome Miss Chili. Chili, welcome.
Thank you very
much. Looking all bright and beautiful.
I mean, you guys did that a little color.
Are you trying to say we were so dry?
Did I use the word dry? These are the issues. Those are not my words.
She's a representation of the fan.
Okay. All right. Okay. No, Ala, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Okay, so Peter Obi has never been comfortable. I mean, he has defined opposition in a way we've not seen it in Nigeria for a long time. And for the past 2 years, he's been on ground talking about things that are not working. Definitely, the ruling party are not comfortable with that. I'm sure they wish that it was during Atiku's time after the election. He would just from here go to Dubai. And, until the election is closed again and it comes up. But Peter Obi is on ground, and now he says that Nigerians are at the tail end of every single thing. 10 years gone by, so many things not working of the APC government. Chiwe, let me start with you.
I don't think you're going to like where I'm going to start from. First off, you said the opposition, the incumbents, they are not comfortable. Their job is not comfort, my darling. I think they know that.
Okay.
Because, I mean, we had the president say, don't take it easy on me. This is my job.
Okay.
I asked for it.
Okay.
So they are not supposed to be comfortable. What Peter Obi is doing is what is expected.
Okay.
Let me put that on ground. Now, this is where I have a bit of a problem with the Peter Obi conversation.
Okay.
He was a part of the PDP.
Yeah.
Let's go back to 1960 that we celebrated just yesterday here. From 1960 to now, Nigeria has been retrogressing. We've not had any point where we were going forward.
It was Uhuru.
It has always been. I mean, is it worse now? Well, yes. I mean, that is how life is. If something is going down, it keeps going down. If something is going up, it accelerates, right? The PDP was in power for 16 years. What do they?
But the days of PDPs are far, far better than what we have today.
Yeah, that's because the yesterday of Nigeria is always better than the today of Nigeria. Have we ever had a time when we didn't prefer the previous administration to the current administration? We haven't.
Okay, let me give you a little thing he said. 15 million Nigerians pushed into poverty. He said every struggling Nigerian citizen is taxed. He said presidential spendings are way out of this world. Then he said Nigerians pays for every single thing and they don't get the benefit of it. Light, water, I mean, just name it.
Okay, here's where I'm going to start. Presidential spending.
Yes.
Yes, I agree with that. I've gone ballistic on it. Every time I see a presidential convoy, I nearly lose my mind. And not just the presidency.
Exactly.
In fact, I'm more concerned about the Senate and the House of Assembly and their lack of empathy. It's not just the fact that they are doing it. It's how they are doing it. They are rubbing it in our faces. It's like, oh, we can afford to, and we're going to go ahead and do it. I don't even go for like the president himself, because I mean, he has never been a poor man, not in a long time, right? So he can argue, oh, this is not taxpayer money. This is my money. We can have that argument. But what of the people that are sending prayers via email? And we saw it with our two eyes. These things are recorded, right? I have a problem with that. But now let's go back to where he said Nigerians are being taxed.
Nigerians are being taxed. For every single thing.
When you people saw that Asiwaju was running for president, what were you expecting? You see, nobody should take my comments as me being insensitive. I'm a Nigerian too, I'm feeling the heat. But when we come out to talk during elections, people will say that we don't know what we are saying. This man had precedence. When he ran Lagos, how did he run it? On tax. He taxed everything down to where you are passing with your vehicle. They will tell you that there is a, what do they call it now? Toll. There was LASMA. There was toll gates payments. He taxed everything. That is how he knows how to roll. You cannot expect a man that has been doing one thing he has been doing getting something done in a particular way to come and change his MO when he becomes president. Of course, you're going to get taxed. But where I think Peter Obi is being a bit, he's doing a little too much with his opposition thing is Nigerians would be. There is no country that is going to take off the ground without tax. There is no civilization, even in the days of our forefathers, we were taxed.
Okay,
right?
all right.
Here's what I want to say.
Yeah.
Where the problem is the tax being used for what it's supposed to be used for? That's what we should not be complaining about. We should be complaining about.
I'm going to come back to you right there.
Yes.
But let me first of all go back to Okafor. Okafor, 15 million Nigerians pushed to poverty. Then Nigerians services the cost of service have increased, and we don't even get the services.
All right.
This is what Peter Obi is saying.
Maybe because Peter Obi didn't put it in proper perspective.
Okay.
I was probably the only person on this platform that made excuses for Asiwaju on his foreign trips for medical reasons abroad. I think I asked that. I said, you don't even change your cook easily, let alone changing your doctor easily. This man has precedence. An old man like that must have been having a kind of medical treatment before he became a president. Upon becoming a president, he's not going to switch it to another doctor because he wants to patronize Nigerian hospital just immediately. That was like asking for too much. But his private jet, condemning of the private jet purchase, asking for too much? No. Eventually, if you follow what Peter B is saying, it's like you task Nigerians to generate more money, use it to buy comfort for the government officials. That is a balanced equation, because money does not hang in the air. Maybe Peter B didn't ask, what are they using it for? But eventually, the money doesn't hang in the air. So if you balance your equation, you tax people the more, the people get less services for that, then we see you being more in comfort, the legislators being more in comfort. Why will a family that boasted to Nigerians they were coming to make your life better, we don't need your money? What happened to the cars you were using before? What do you need a Scarlet for? What do you need a new private jet for?
Can I answer in their words?
No, I'm coming. I'm coming. What do you need all those things for?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yes.
Why do you? Let me tell you. You see, you can't. Leadership is not authorization. Leadership is first in line in trying to carry out a course of action. Means that your life epitomizes all you want everybody to do. In bearing the brunt, in being patient for Nigerian to work, Asiwaju is number one in line in being patient while suffering all this so that Nigerian can work. So you can't be, that's what Peter B was trying to point out. Of course, I'm not, they call me Asiwaju, they call me Badorian in this forum.
Right now, I don't even know the one you are.
Yeah, because that's how it should be. You follow the truth. You follow the truth the way it is. That private jet, which Peter B said something which needs to be verified. He said that the cost of, let me read from here. He said, the government taxes struggling citizens and small businesses heavily while indulging in extravagance. Billions are spent on new presidential jets, yachts, and luxury cars that cost more than the entire 2024 budget for primary health care. When you are doing analysis, financial analysis, you see those index. It shows where your priority lies. If this is true and verified.
So the priority doesn't lie in critical infrastructure.
The president is not on bail at all times. The need for a new private jet is largely unnecessary. If it's about security vehicles, yes, like she said, for security vehicles and all that, if you had on that security, maybe movement for vehicle and all that, good. You're on air. There's nobody trying to send missile or whatever. That of presidential yacht and a jet is off it. Some might say, the yacht is in line. Let me tell you, subsidy was also in line. You cut it off.
Yes.
The yacht purchase could be in line. You could cut it off. Let me tell you. So you have power to make and unmake. So you can't unmake the ones that favor you and allow the other one to say it was already on before I came. No. That is deception. And this government, if they really want to come 2027 and face the people with the works of their hands, they should abandon rhetoric.
They should also, first of all, finish the one that they have. Let's not even be talking about 2027. They still have close to 2 years to redeem whatever it is. Now, Timwe, on what you were saying. Now, if the president says that this is what I want done, taxes. You said he ruled on taxes in Lagos, but we should see the effect of those taxes in the government.
I did say that, and that is where I agree.
Yeah.
Right? I don't have a problem with Nigerians being taxed. I'm a Nigerian. I'm being heavily taxed.
Yes.
If I show you how much I pay tax at the end of every month, you'll be wondering. Sometimes I think about that. Like, if I save this money, I'll be a big girl.
You're already one.
I'll be a bigger girl. The point is, we should be taxed, right? Especially at the stage that we are in as a nation, if we are really interested in growing and getting out of the place that we are economically. Where's the country going to get money from? Let's be honest. Is it from the petroleum that we're already overly dependent on petroleum? And all the drama that is going on in the petroleum sector is not even allowing us to maximize the profits that we can make off of petroleum. There are many other things that God has blessed Nigeria as a nation to have that we are not even focused on. So yes, Nigerians should be taxed. My question is, how would Nigerians trust that they can hold the leadership of the nation accountable enough to use the taxes that they are getting from these people to do the right thing, especially when they've already set a precedent for themselves? And I'm not just talking about the incumbent. I'm talking about the entire leadership of Nigeria from 1960. From 1960 till date, we have had a trust issue between the government of the day and the people of the country. I have asked every single politician in power that I have had to sit across of and have a conversation with. My question is always, how are you trying to bridge the gap of trust between yourself and
Have you
people?
ever gotten a sincere answer?
Once. Once. And the person was already leaving power. I wasn't privy to that. Because I think 2 days after the person left, I found out, there was a resignation coming. That was why I got an honest answer. But that's the truth. You can tax Nigerians all you want. Hardship is going to come. The Nigerian people have already proven that they are never going to stand up and ask for a better Nigeria.
Yeah.
They've already proven it, so we don't even have to ask them to do that anymore. The point is, they will do that. Nigerians would adjust. They'll continue adjusting while you have that, instead of treating them like they're crazy. Thank God this is a podcast. Instead of treating them like they're crazy and they're dumb and they don't know what they're doing. Can't you use that to your advantage and say, okay, in this time that these people are going to adjust and they're not going to stress us, why don't we take this money and put it back into the system? Yesterday in the speech of the address of the president, he was mentioning how the foundation has already been built, even though there is a lot of...
I said it was on the shoulder of the road.
Well, has it? This foundation that we are foundationing, that is only on paper.
No. Now that we know that the foundation is set, because the
Set where?
No, hold on.
Let me tell you.
No.
See, no. So it's not set. See, let's be sincere. This is the only nation we call our own.
Yes.
Remove party. PDP state chairman of Kaduna State was here yesterday.
Yes.
He said, when you are doing issues of primary election, it's a party affair. When you are coming to the general election, it's the citizens' affair.
Yes.
This nation is a citizens' affair.
Not a party affair.
See, with Jonathan was chased out for insecurity problem, that was only in some fraction of Borno State. Like she said, things has been going down. Now you can travel peacefully. Our farmers are not in the farm, and the primary function of any government is the security of lives and property. When I say this is your primary function at your work, that is the first thing you dedicate almost all your energy to do. In exam, when they say you have 5 questions to answer, but number 1 is compulsory. If you leave that number 1 unattended, you have failed that exam. But if you attempt it, even though you fail it and you attempted it, then you could be graded. When we say something is a requirement for certain things to happen, you cannot remove it and all of that things will happen. Security is the foundation of everything. We have not done that. So no one has set any foundation.
Okay, let me take you on just one point before we leave, because we don't have much time. The president and the country, which one is bigger?
Certainly.
the country.
Certainly
The country.
yes.
If the country president knows that he has health issues and can manage the country very well, do you think he needs to run for the
But
presidency?
if you are talking about Asiwaju never said he has health issues. He didn't say
No,
so.
based on what you say.
No, as an old man,
because
you've
he's
been
traveling.
Yeah, I mean,
because if the president travels,
he never
more
said.
than is on
No,
ground,
hold on. Everybody travel. I go to medical checkups. It
Yes.
doesn't mean I have health
At
issues.
that age, of course, you should be
I go for medical checkup. I can show you my lab test of. You were there when I was doing that
Yes.
test 2 months ago before I traveled. You know, all the lab tests came out. You saw the vitals, everything was fine. Did I have health issues? It was not my lab scientist that even came to collect the sample.
That's why he didn't need to
Did I change him?
Did you spend 2 weeks there?
Did I change him?
Did you spend 2
I'm
weeks?
coming. I'm not as old as Asiwaju too, but I'm coming. My own checks, my own medical checks might be different from yours. It will be different from somebody younger than me, and it will be certainly different from somebody older than me. All of you knew Asiwaju was older than me, and at that age, it's expected that enhanced and detailed medical checkups should be taken by the man. There's no way a former governor will not be doing medical checkups periodically.
At the expense of the country.
No, he didn't say it's at the expense of the country.
Not only
Remember we had this argument. I don't want to go there. We had this argument that we have no evidence before or that directly that those medical expenses was paid from the coffers of the government. I don't have that. But if you talk about the time,
by the virtue
I'm
of
coming.
by the
Time, for the opportunity cost of the time spent there.
Exactly.
Yes, that's why he said. I also said it that election has consequences. When there's nobody that presents himself for election that has no past, because election is meant for adults. Any adult has a past. You cannot ignore somebody's past. I said it the other day. People voted in Trump and they want Trump to become another person. You can't ignore somebody's past, vote him in and expect something different.
Okay, all right. We don't have much time. Chinwe, just 1 minute. Nigerians pay for a lot of services and they don't get it. Do you think it's fair to Nigerians?
I don't think it's fair to Nigerians, but I think Nigerians brought it upon themselves.
Okay, all right. Nigeria, you said you brought it upon yourself, and Okafor said that you knew the president was like this. That's why, and you also voted him. So the next election, maybe you should be wiser. We'll be right back.